Hello, I'm Joshua Brickman from CA Technologies. I just finished my presentation of Enterprise Security Management Protection Profiles and Progress Report. How can I sum up my presentation today? It went well. I had really three things that I wanted to talk about. One of them was what was Enterprise Security Management and why were we doing this? The second thing was really our timeline for the project and our lessons learned, and as well as what the timelines for an evaluation might be under the common criteria with this new paradigm. And finally, I did a comparison between the old evaluations under the NIAP scheme and the new evaluations under these protection profiles. From a timeline perspective, this is a project that started in 2009, and now we're in 2012, so it's a multi-year public-private partnership with industry leading the way, organically formed under the U.S. scheme of the common criteria, but we absolutely have international participants. Our main focus is enterprise security management, which consists of 6 different major technologies: access control, policy management, identity and credential management, authentication server, secure configuration management, and audit management, if you will, which has another name. But so really our focus has been to get these protection profiles published and start using them. We finished access control, policy management, and identity management this year. We're going to finish authentication server this fall, and then in the spring we're going to hopefully publish the last 2 protection profiles. There may even be more technologies we need to add to the space. One of the things I tried to enunciate in my presentation was that enterprise security management is like a fine French meal. It all comes together with your appetizer, your main course, your glass of wine, your bottle of wine, if you will, your cheese course, your dessert, your coffee. It's not a buffet with a bunch of different unrelated foods. It's a prefixed dinner that goes together quite well. The other thing I mentioned was our timeline comparison, and what we think is that new evaluations under the common criteria, especially in the NIAP scheme, will cost about half as much. Will save at least 25 to 30% in time element, which will allow for a longer life of the certificates once you are, if you're using the PP compliant protection profiles. So how did I feel it went? Well, the audience was rather quiet, and they asked just a couple of questions, but perhaps I started things off with a bit of an icebreaker, which seemed to make things more interesting, and I feel like it was great to get the message out, and the right people were there. My main message, by the way, is that the Enterprise Security Management Protection Profile technology community has done a lot of great work. We have some great lessons learned, and we are more than eligible to be a collaborative protection profile technical community under the CCRA. And we are going to submit a letter to request that exact designation shortly after this conference. If you have more questions about this project, you could send me an email at joshua.brickman@ca.com. I believe that the presentations will also be published on the website and on the Common Criteria Users Forum. Thank you for listening.